media will.
What up, though?
You already know. It's out here thriving. At least setting the scene so you can.
What'd you think about that intro? Did that resonate with you?
It did. It did. Um, Not even just what's going on. Good to you. Not even just for the imagery, but just the points. Um, you not only had those powerful statements, but those are undeniably supported and they matter. So it's something that definitely needs to be seen all across the globe because I don't think it's stressed enough.
Sheesh. Nah, yeah, I agree, bro. And that's really the aim is to bring awareness on a mass level to where, it is the thing that's popular to talk about. And, that to me, that's just a mindset shift. And really, that starts with self and knowing your value and being able to process that in a way to where you are able to extend it and willing to extend it. That kind of goes in alignment with what we're talking about yesterday about just tapping into your own energy. And today's topic is Thrivivalist Tactics, the art of self-discipline. And I wanted to, really, it is, and I really wanted to just touch on routine and consistency within self, outside of social media, because that's the thing. What are your thoughts on that term, Thrivivalist Tactics?
Again, when I hear it, it screams out everything that is opposite of not just survival, but defense mechanisms, coping mechanisms. For me, it illuminates the lifestyle and the mindset, and not just being reactive, being able to be responsive, being able to truly harness your power and wield your destiny.
Mm-hmm. You said two words that I wrote down, coping and responsive. There's a principle called collective responsibility. But what I have or am attempting to interject into people's mind is collective accountability. Because to be responsible means you're responding
adequately.
So, we need to put ourselves in a position of assertion to where we're not waiting to dictate our response, waiting for input to dictate our response. And, that to me, that goes into line with these coping mechanisms, because a lot of people attempt to dampen their own energy because they feel they're in a space of having to wait. And that creates anxiety. So people cope, whether it be with food, drugs, people, shopping, go on and on.
Literally.
I was going to use a word. It's a perfect segue. I was going to use a word, but you taught me something yesterday. And when you said it, like, I didn't even think about it. It was just like, it resonated and it sounded true. But then I started to think about it. And that is that interesting is not a real word. Like, that's nothing. That's what?
It's a filler. It's a filler, like, to where you come to a cross where you're like, I don't really know how to explain or respond. So I'm just going to say that that's interesting.
So in that context, yes. So I was like all over the place with it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. So one, I looked up the etymology of it. So one, the root of it is interest. But the way that I was looking at it and how you explained it in real time in conversation, it is you putting a spell on yourself of resting, because you don't know what to think, versus actually attempting to figure out something. It's like you lull yourself into a state. When people say it, it's like it's an energy. Interesting. It's like, okay, I'm open to suggestion almost. So I wanted to read the etymology of interest. Legal claim from mid-15th century. Legal claim or right, a concern, a benefit, advantage, a being concerned or affected. So you're choosing to be affected. Damage, loss, harm, as in you got to pay interest. It is of importance. It makes a difference. To concern, make a difference, be of importance. Literally, to be between. Full stop. You just in a null when you say that. Interesting. Like, what? No, I don't. I reject. I don't even want to. I'm never saying it again after that. Like, it's gross.
To even look at it from all those points of views, it, like you said, it requires you to cast this spell of, and the thing is, there's nothing wrong. Like what I've realized as I got older, there's nothing wrong with saying I don't know, because for the majority of things in this world, as humans, we don't know. We only project what we think we know, what we think we ought to know, or what we try to describe reality is to us. So that I get. But when you say interesting, you bring yourself to a point where it's almost like it's like you say interesting, and the question you can pose to yourself is, are you interested to go further, or will you sit right there? That's the difference. Interesting. Oh, are you interested in going further? No? Cool. Sit there. Interesting. Tell me more. Interest. You
Yeah,
piqued my interest. You piqued my. I'm inquiring now. And the thing is not a lot of us would do that. A lot of us would say interesting to pause a conversation, to cease a conversation, to put up a border, to block themselves from a territory that they feel that may not be able to survive in. So you can see it in it's a lot of ways.
for
And the
sure.
funny thing is, I didn't see that. I saw that it was in a movie, beautiful movie. It's called Captain Fantastic. And in the scene, I don't know if you ever seen it, but there's a father who's raising 5 children off grid, and the mother's dead, and they travel in a bus. He got a bus for them, but it's their home as well. But they also live in the woods, and I'm talking from education to thriving to economics to he's teaching them all these things. And on the bus, they all have their books that they're reading. He asked them different questions in their books, and it was a book that one of his daughters was reading, and she was at a standstill in the book. And he said, well, how's the book? And she said, it's interesting. And then one of the younger brothers says, Dad, she used a non-word. She said, correct. What is interesting? She said, and he just basically breaks it down. And he challenges her to explore her true feelings around said topic.
That's dope. Well, I appreciate you bringing that to me. That was definitely a nugget, because like that's how I seen it. It's resting. Like, okay, I'm gonna sit back and just receive right now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you need to be conscientious that that's the state that you're putting yourself in.
And how long you're willing to stay there.
That part. Before it turns into intrigue.
You could even use that word in place.
Hey, so, I like it already. That's that. I was when I was thinking about it, I was thinking suitable subs. Suitable subs.
How did you come up with the Thrivivalist Tactics?
Oh man, that's a good question. So, like I would say 2 years ago now. Yep, almost about a year and a half ago now, when I started to do lives on this brand and this platform. One of the homies from Instagram, Skunk, he was rocking with me and, like co-piloting and having conversations. And he the one who came up with Thrivivalist. And, I just married the tactics with it because it's, in alignment with the notion of how us particularly have to move and navigate the world differently. And specifically when we are, focused on thriving. That is definitely a state of, self-discipline to be in, to where it requires tact. And tact is part of tactics. And so I have one design, which is unapologetically stoic, which leads me to believe that this is a perfect time for a commercial break, because 25 to Lifestyle, Sentenced to Thrive is sponsored by Commercial Universe Boutique, a brand that merges mental health with merch for you, you melanated masterpiece. We got all types of designs that will allow you to embody positivity as well as reflect it. Like this one right here. This is one of my favorites. Gratitude is grace.
It's a fact.
Got the flagship source code. If you know, you know. Hey, this is what you're getting right now. Some free style. Right now. This is what y'all getting right now. It's some free style. So I'm gonna pause real quick just for a vibe check, think and break, and when we come back, I want to ask Alchemist Cesar, what's on top of mind for him, and what are his artistic focuses and endeavors and projects that he has going on that he wants to share. So we're gonna pause right now, and we're gonna base this one off another design, which is one of my favorites, and also a track that I produced that is streaming on all platforms. It is called I Am Vibes. Be a brand ambassador to your own energy.
Visuals is fire.
Welcome back. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, hold on. My audio went out for a second. Hold on.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear you. We're gonna keep rocking though.
You can't hear me at all? Oh, you're mute. Your mic is muted. Better.
That's unfortunate. I don't know what happened, but I can't hear anything now.
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. One second. All right. You hear me?
Yep.
Still won't allow me to hear you, but you can go ahead and close out if you have any remarks that you want to share, and we can go ahead and end this stream, and then you can hang around and we can figure out what's popping. Or actually, you know what? I'm just gonna end this one right now, and then we can start anew.
Okay.
So just hang tight real quick.
Got it.
Generations of men who have come from broken homes that long to have children of their own for the sole purpose of righting wrongs. We never hear their songs. Deaf and numb society circus sees this plight as worthless, never providing a space for them to belong. Even worse is the fact predators feast off their pain, empathy in vain. Claims of you deserve this gaslit into their memory banks. It's time to break ranks, draw lines, define what is true. More men are afflicted by the system, born into a narrative they didn't choose. Redundant hues of blue. The only thing toxic is the news. Unplug.